Good morning, Amber, Jade and Indigo. Welcome to our second English lesson. Today we are going to recap on reading and writing features. So before we start, are you ready to begin? Do you have your pencil or pen and paper? Use the pause button if you need to. So let's start with the quiz. So the quiz is on nouns, and nouns are naming words. Number 1. The name given to a man that rules a kingdom is it number 1, a queen, number 2, a king, number 3, a prince, or number 4, a princess? Number 2, her aunt is wearing pink, but what do we call her? Is it number 1, child, number 2, sister's child, number 3, niece, number 4, aunt? This man is the head of the school, so we call him the. Is it number 1, main teacher, number 2, teacher, number 3, headmistress, number 4, headmaster? Who would call this woman, we would call this woman A, number 1, boy, number 2, lad, number 3, hero, or number 4, heroine? And this man is A. Is it number 1, waterer, number 2, waitress, number 3, water, or number 4, waiter? Right, I'll give you a moment and then we will mark the noun quiz. Okay, let's begin. Number 1, the name given to the man that rules a kingdom is number 2, king. Number 2 will be number 4, aunt. This man is the head of the school, so we call him the number 4, headmaster. We would call this woman A, number 4, heroine. And lastly, this man is a number 2. No, not number 2. What am I saying? It's number 4, waiter. How did you do? Did you recognize and match the nouns for each of those? If not, there's always tomorrow. Onomatopoeia. Now these are words that look and sound like the real action, like boom, crash, bang. So let's see if you can remember any of these. And we did do some of this in the past. Finish this sentence with an onomatopoeia. The wolf went. Number 1, meow. Number 2, cluck, or number 3, grrr, or number 4, hiccup. Number 2, finish this sentence with an onomatopoeia. The fire, is it number 1, crackled, number 2, was hot, number 3, was red, or number 4, banged? Which word describes the noise a runny tap makes? Is it number 1, drip, number 2, boing, number 3, bang, or number 4, smash? Finish this sentence with an onomatopoeia. The bomb went. Is it number 1, ping, number 2, crackle, number 3, swoosh, or number 4, boom? Which word sounds like the noise a dog makes? Is it number 1, oink, number 2, woof, number 3, roar, or number 4, meow? Let's mark the onomatopoeia quiz. So number 1, the wolf makes a number 3 sound, which is grrr. Number 2, the fire crackles, that's number 1. Number 3, a runny tap makes a drip sound, so it's number 1, drip. The bomb went, it's number 4, boom. And the sound that a dog makes is number 2, woof. How are you doing? Are you happy with your results so far? So that's 10 questions in the quiz so far, 5 on each slide. Let's look at the next quiz question, which is on punctuation. You need to look very closely at this one. You need to look at the sentence that has the correct punctuation. So we're looking at things like starting with a capital letter, ending with a sentence ends with, could be a full stop, it could be a question mark, could be an exclamation mark. So check. So is it number 1? Number 2, the British flag is also known as the Union Jack. They all have the same sentence, but the punctuation is different. So you need to look very carefully. Number 2, which sentence is written perfectly with the correct type of punctuation? You can travel to France from England by boat, train and car. So look carefully at each sentence. You're looking for the correct punctuation. So if you need to pause, press the pause button, do so. Which sentence is perfect? In other words, has the correct punctuation. The capital of Ireland is Dublin. Number 4, the capital of Great Britain is London. Which punctuation is missing? So which punctuation is missing? Is it number 1, a full stop? Number 2, a question mark? Number 3, a comma? Or number 4, inverted commas? And last of all, which sentence is perfect? In other words, has the correct punctuation? England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales form Great Britain. So which one has the correct punctuation? This one will take a bit longer, so if you need to press the pause button, do so. So number 1, the British flag is also known as the Union Jack. Did you spot that the first sentence has a capital letter at the beginning and a full stop at the end, and there's no need for any inverted commas or speech marks, and there's no need for a question mark because it's not a question. So number 1 is the correct answer. Number 2, you're looking for the correct type of punctuation, so you would be definitely choosing number 2. It has a full stop at the end, not colons or no inverted commas or speech marks, and it definitely needs to have a full stop at the end of the sentence. So it is number 2. Which sentence is perfect? The capital of Ireland is Dublin. And if you look closely, it's number 3. Number 3 ends with a full stop. Number 1's got no full stop. Number 2's got 2 full stops, which is incorrect. And number 4 ends with a comma, which is incorrect. Number 4, the capital of Great Britain is London. Which punctuation is missing? It's number 1, a full stop. And last of all, which sentence is perfect? In other words, has the correct punctuation. So did you look closely at this? It is. Did you look closely? It's number 1. England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales form Great Britain. Full stop. That's definitely a very tough one. How are you doing? Are you satisfied with how you've done? And let's look at synonyms, words with a similar meaning. So let's have a look. Oh dear, I don't think this is correct. Okay, if we ignore number 1, that one's incorrect. So the haunted house was empty. What could we use instead of the word empty? Is it number 1, full? Number 2, surprised? Number 3, overwhelmed? Or number 4, vacant? Ants are very small. What could we use instead of the word small? Is it number 1, large? Remember, we're looking for similar meanings. Number 2, tiny. Number 3, precious. Or number 4, loving. The ghost was very scary. What could we use instead of the word scary? Is it number 1, funny, number 2, adorable, number 3, gorgeous, or number 4, horrifying? And last of all, the race was about to start. What could we use instead of the word start? Is it number 1, begin, number 2, end, number 3, finish, or number 4, run? Right, let's mark. I'll count to 5, give you a chance to finish off in case you're still catching up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can ignore the first one. I didn't notice I put that one there incorrectly. So the haunted house, a synonym for empty is number 4, vacant. A synonym for small is number 2, tiny. A synonym for scary is number 4, horrifying. And a synonym for start is number 1, begin. They both have the same or similar meaning. So how have you done? Are you happy so far with your quiz results? Right, this is your activity for the day. It's about Jack and the Beanstalk. You read each sentence, and there's the first letter. Once upon a time, there was a boy called, and his name starts with J. Find the word in the word bank above. He lived with his mother, and they had a. What did they have? Have a look for the word above. So find the missing word, and you've got the first letter of each word to choose. So that's activity number 1. This is activity 2. It's reading comprehension. Read Deep Sea Explorers, Jacques Cousteau, Sylvia Earle, and Robert Ballard. Read Deep Sea Explorers and answer the questions on this sheet here. So once you're completed, email your work to yr3@grange.harrow.sch.uk. So this is all about reviewing, recapping, going over things that we've covered this term and in the spring term. So good luck with the task. Thank you for watching and listening and for emailing your work. Bye for now. Speak to you tomorrow.